What's going on, Aquarius? Welcome to your reading for December 2021. This is the Autistic Mystic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this reading, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month of December 2021. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming for the month of December 2021. We're also going to get some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides regarding your December 2021 experience. Keep in mind, Aquarius, that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate for you and your situation and leave behind the ones that don't resonate for you. Also, be sure to smash that like button so that all the Aquarius people out there can find this reading. The more people that like, comment, and share the video, the more that YouTube pushes it out. And that also helps me grow this channel. So without further ado, Aquarius, let's go ahead and do 4 shuffles and really pull the energy for those of you watching this reading for December 2021. As always, I want to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this active divination for the sign of Aquarius. December messages for Aquarius, please. December messages for Aquarius, please. December messages for Aquarius, please. Just so you know, Aquarius, we will be clarifying all these cards as we move through your reading as well here. Interesting top row there. Wow. Okay, Aquarius, like the vibe that I'm getting right off the bat is just like you trying to work it out with someone here in love, but we're going to really get into it here. Let's look at your top row, Aquarius. This top row is represented by your overall general energy for the month of December. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, and we also have the King of Swords here. Really interesting pairing with the King and the Queen right next to each other. Also the Ace here. So I definitely see there being some sort of mental clarity for you here in December 2021, Aquarius. Right? You guys are an air sign, and there's a ton of air energy in this reading. So intuitively, what I sense happening for a lot of you guys is some sort of choice in love here. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords right next to the Ace of Swords. So I see there being some sort of mental clarity about some sort of couple here. This could be a power couple. I sense there also could be a battle of egos here in December for you. It seems like you have one person on your mind here, Aquarius, that both of you believe that you're a good fit for one another in love, but it may just be like you guys are both very strong-headed, and so at the same time you're very compatible, you also clash a little bit. So that's what I see happening there, right? Mental clarity about the compatibility of a relationship, but also within that compatibility there could be this feeling of a battle of egos, right? King and Queen of Swords. But there is potential for a power couple to unfold here, Aquarius. So we're going to clarify that in a second. But you move on to what you don't see coming here in December, and you have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and also the Nine of Wands. So I sense there being like a period here where two people are kind of trying to phase each other out or trying to screen each other out, right? The Page of Swords is kind of like the brainiac or the gossiper of the tarot. And so I see a certain situation in love for you with the King and Queen of Swords, like a potential power couple coming together, both of you knowing that it has a lot of potential, but then someone just being really hesitant here. And you also have that with the Nine of Wands, right? Someone kind of holding on to the past. This has to do with unfinished business here. And you have in the centerpiece to your reading the Knight of Cups. So the overall theme for you here in December could definitely have to do with love. I sense that right off the bat with this king and queen. It almost seems like there's one person in this connection who's really ready to move forward, and another person is being a little bit hesitant, and that's why I sense the battle of egos here. You see how the Knight of Cups is trying to offer his cup, right? He's marching right into this Nine of Wands energy, and someone here is just being a little bit too intellectual about the connection, I feel. So this could be someone here that you don't actually know in physical life. I sense this could be a long distance relationship, overseas type thing for some of you. For others of you, you may actually already be in relationship with this person that you're dealing with here. But I definitely see a battle of egos and someone wanting to move it forward, another person being very strong in their boundary, right? So we're going to have to clarify that in a second. But you look here at the advice from your spirit guides. You have the Two of Swords, you have the Four of Cups, and you also have the Six of Wands here. So it just seems like if you can get through a certain phase of apathy, of someone not wanting to move forward with this connection, eventually I do see someone kind of realizing that this connection is very good, right? The Six of Wands is all about victory, coming together with someone, public recognition here. So, you know, the advice from your spirit guides here with the Two of Swords and the Four of Cups here, I feel like you got to work on someone here, Aquarius, not going to lie. I feel like for the vast majority of you guys, it's going to be you who's in the position of the pursuant, right? You guys are going to be the person pursuing this person who both of you know that you have great potential. I sense some of you may have talked to this person about the potential that you have with them, but once again, there's a bit of hesitancy that you have to work on. But your spirit guides are saying if you can just keep offering this love, if you can do it the right way, things are going to work out for you with this person because, once again, look at all the potential you have. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Swords. This is clarity about a connection for sure, about the potential of the connection, maybe working something out between the two of you as well. So with that being said, Aquarius, let's really get into your reading now and start clarifying some of these cards here. You may be connecting with another air sign as well for some of you out there. So let's go ahead and clarify this Ace of Swords here in your overall energy. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is clarified by the isolation card here. So I feel like there's a deep realization here in December for you guys that you guys have felt alone for a long time. Potentially, a lot of you guys. Okay, even if you're in a relationship, for some of you, I feel like you're in a relationship and you feel alone within the relationship. Like you have people around you that make you feel even more isolated, like you can't really open up to anyone, right? This is a card of feeling like you can't express your emotions here. So there's definitely a desire to end that here, right? With the Ace of Swords to the isolation, it's almost like you're finally admitting to yourself here, Aquarius, that yeah, you are isolated, right? Isolation. And then you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So I sense a situation where it's kind of like a little bit cold here, Aquarius. Like some of you feel like you have all the potential in this world with this one individual, but then as you push forward, things just seem to not be moving forward. Someone seems a little bit cold-hearted here, right? You might be dealing with someone who knows how to set boundaries, who isn't going to let you in so easily. I sense like a battle of egos once again, or like a certain game. It's like a bullshit game that I'm sensing. It's like two people, I feel, want to come together in love. You know the potential is there to better each other's lives and all the compatibility is there. But when push comes to shove, someone is just in their ego here, Aquarius. That's what I sense here, right? Someone being in their ego and kind of ignoring the potential of a power couple, because the whole theme of your month here is to do with the power couple, right? It has to do with you and someone else, two intellectually. You guys, this may be a person who you really can jive with on the intellectual level, right? You start to have conversation and it really goes well, but then things kind of like bud. Like I've had that type of relationship where you jive with someone, but you guys are both strong-headed here. So just be aware of that. There's a desire to let go of isolation and come together with someone. The whole theme of your December experience is love, trying to get with someone who's very closed off here a little bit. I don't even sense that they're closed off here, Aquarius. I just sense that someone is like, they're very careful about, do I want to move this forward or not, right? So with that being said, excuse me, let's go ahead and move on to what you don't see coming. Let's clarify this Knight of Cups for you, Aquarius. Tell me more about this romance. Why is the Knight of Cups the centerpiece to your reading here? Tell me more about this Knight of Cups for Aquarius, please. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups for Aquarius, please. Okay, so we have the Ordinariness card. We also have the Abundance card here. So there's someone here, whoever has this Knight of Cups energy, it could very well be you, Aquarius, here. There's a desire to meet up in the physical. Okay, there's a desire to merge, because these are two cards of Pentacles. This is like the Earth energy. So there's a desire to use your mental capacity to come together with someone here, right? And the Ordinariness card here, someone just wants a relationship, right? The Eight of Pentacles in this card is all about ordinariness. Like someone just wants to go out on a date. Someone wants to move this forward. But once again, someone is really kind of reluctant to do so. You also have the Abundance card. So someone feels ready here, right? You guys may be in some sort of a solid position that allows you to court someone on a date, right? The Knight of Cups here. But I just sense that someone just literally is saying, please take the first step with me. It doesn't have to be crazy. It just has to be ordinary, right? Now, another potentiality is that someone perceives this offer as quite ordinary. Once again, I do feel like someone in this connection between you and another person is in their ego. And so they might perceive your love offer as like, oh my God, that's cute, Aquarius. And I really do get the energy, Aquarius, that someone deep down has a really strong feelings for you here. But because they're like wounded from the past, they're like stuck in the mind. There's an overemphasis of mental powers, mental capacity, but there's also a strong desire for physical union with that Knight of Cups energy, right? Let's clarify this Nine of Wands. Why is this Nine of Wands here? I do sense this is the energy of the person who's a little bit closed off, so let's get more information about that. Why is this Nine of Wands here for Aquarius? Tell me more about this Nine of Wands, please. All right, yeah, so we have the Tower card popping out for the Nine of Wands here. So someone is, they're going to blow up if they keep this inside. I keep getting the feeling that someone is trying to make you believe that they're not into you. Like they're playing power games. They're playing hard to get here. They're also letting the past cloud the present moment, right? Too much mental activity. Like in this Osho Zen Tarot deck, the suit of the swords is the suit of clouds. Because clouds, when they're around your mental field, it's like too much thoughts will cloud your experience. So Aquarius, what I sense happening for what you don't see coming with this person here, someone here, something's going to happen to this person who's closed off. That's really all I'll say. Something is going to happen to this person who's very closed off here. So this could be a certain pouring out of emotions, because once again, I do sense someone has a closed down heart chakra here. Right? Someone is very much in the head, not in their heart. I feel like there's going to be a heart opening. That's really what the Tower is about. It's about all the stuff that you're clinging to that is false, falling apart, and making you feel a little bit vulnerable here. So because someone's not being vulnerable in this connection, that I feel like it's a spiritual connection too. Like both of you are like, why are we not together? There's so much potential here. Someone's going to have a realization about the potential of this connection, and just all their defense mechanisms, all of their egoic kind of pushing you away, something's going to make that fall apart. And this, I feel like this is something that's going to happen on their own. And the advice from your spirit guides, right? You have the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups here, and then the Six of Swords. I feel like this is going to fall away. Honestly, I feel like the tower underneath the Six of Wands underneath the tower here, Aquarius, like something is going to happen to the person who's closed off here, for sure. There's no doubt about it. There could be something that they find out, a certain piece of information. Let's also clarify that Page of Swords. Why is this Page of Swords here for Aquarius? Tell me more about this Page of Swords for Aquarius, please. All right, yeah, so we have the clinging to the past card, guys. So someone's being super intellectually annoying here is what I would say. Right, clinging to the past, and with that Nine of Wands here as well, this is all about clinging to someone's clinging to the past that shouldn't be. Let's just put it that way. I really feel like there's a desire for you to move forward with something here with love. Now, you do have to be careful, Aquarius, is what I would say, because this person that you're dealing with, this power couple that you have in your head about coming together with this person, I feel like this person does have a lot of emotional baggage and issues and kind of like hard-headed, right? So, but that's what makes you guys a beautiful couple here, like healing together. But there's something about someone clinging to the past and trying to utilize every piece of evidence to say that, oh, Aquarius is just ordinary, even though they have a lot of abundant things to offer me here. They're just ordinary, but that's an illusion here. I feel like someone's being clouded in their mental capacity. Like they're not seeing you clearly. They're not seeing the situation clearly. And that's when this major arcana spirit's going to step in, Aquarius, and just say, that ain't happening. Like there's going to be a destruction to the myth, if that makes sense for you, is what I see here. Let's clarify this Four of Cups in advice from your spirit guides. Why are they putting that here? I feel like the reason why Spirit is putting these two cups of apathy here for you in December is to realize that this is going to fall apart on its own. Some illusion that someone's holding on to here, Aquarius, is going to fall apart on their own accord. And so they're saying you don't have to do anything. That's what I read intuitively, and I'm sensing they're like, you don't have to do anything, Aquarius. If you just sit back, relax, do what you got to do, this person's ego is going to kind of trip them up, if that makes sense. And because you care about this person, I know that might be hard to hear. But let's see, why is this Four of Cups here for Aquarius in the advice from Spirit? Tell me more about this Four of Cups here and the advice from Spirit. Okay, so we have the traveling card here, Aquarius, traveling, which is a super interesting card to pull. The Eight of Wands. This is all about speed, things happening. Okay, so to clarify that with the Four of Cups, you know, it's kind of like things are going to take off on their own accord. Once again, I know I keep saying it, Aquarius, but it's really what I feel. Like someone's not going to be able to deny this anymore, and someone's going to snap. Like the whole reading is like someone being very apathetic to the connection, denying their true feelings, focusing on ordinary things, isolation, and that's going to come to an end. Thunder. Like look at the two cards of apathy here, Nine of Wands, Four of Cups. It's going to be blown, the roof is going to be blown off someone here, and I feel like that's what leads to your victory here. Let's clarify the Six of Wands for Aquarius. Why is this here? Why is the Six of Wands here for Aquarius as the last card? Why is the Six of Wands here? Okay, so we have the Mister card popping out, guys, to clarify the Six of Wands. Super interesting here. Super interesting, right? So the Mister card is a card that talks about someone being too attached to the material, physical world. Someone mistaking the physical side of life for the entirety of life here. So there could be a situation where when you guys come together, because I do sense that this power couple is going to come together when this blows up, it's almost like this is a challenge that you're going to have to experience now. Also, this has to do with you guys. It's like when you finally manifest this person, you might get on your high horse a little bit. You might be a little bit too attached to this person, because I do sense that there is a battle of egos here, Aquarius, right? So I sense it's like once you get this victory, make sure that you don't mistake that for your entire reality. Remember that a human being, although very valuable, that's what you want, love, union, they are just a pin drop. There's so much more to life than just one human being. So make sure you don't get attached to this person, because what I see happening is a battle of egos, someone's ego falling apart, finally admitting that yes, I want love, no, I don't want to cling to the past. But when you guys come together, there could be an attachment there between your egos. Once again, you guys are very strong-headed. And I really like this reading for you. It's a beautiful love story. So with that being said, Aquarius, if you want more information on your situation here in December 2021, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You could find information on that in the description box of this video. But either way, Aquarius, I wish you best of luck. I see the potential of you two together, right? Whoever this person is, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, you guys, this is almost like a destined connection. Just make sure you don't get too attached when it does come together. So with that being said, Aquarius, I appreciate all you guys, and I'll talk to you next week on your next reading. Peace.